and get that catch. Blink.
Aster has no way to hit buildings. Morphling has to be the only one who just walks up. They have tombstones to provide
I mean,
vision,
they're taking it late, right? They're building up Monet. They're looking to get Monet to a point where he's ready to carry the game on his shoulders.
But even late, they're playing versus ET.
Yeah,
so
EG's not going to feel bad.
I think you're playing into EG's hands if that's the case.
It's definitely a hard game. It's a hard game here for Aster. Case anyways, we say this is today having to play with their stand-in with White Album form, so
they have.
We'll see. It's going to be interesting. 86 on the Kunkka.
Yeah, and they have. But the one thing I will say is they have really strong team fight. I'm just going to keep reiterating that. So if they do come out of the lanes ahead, if they can start to group up, they could actually dismantle EG in a pretty quick fashion because EG is more about that pick-off game. But as we've known, EG overall laning phase is their jam. So we're going to see how they set up the lanes and what they're going to do to just even more shut down the hero that they think is going to probably win. Here we go. Game.
Aggressive win rate on the old Ember Spirit. 268 wins, 5 losses. Ladies, first game that myself and Vog will be taking you through. EG versus Aster in one of the 2-game series.
Level 1 smoke.
Aster ready to head out. Some action. So's EG. Smoke coming out from them as well.
Let's go, because you know what it is. Gotta block the small camp. Oh, and you cannot let them get to the small camp. We'll see if they both try to go for it here. Double sentries on fly. Borax has one. He's already in position around his small camp. Let's say the invasion begins. Welcome, everybody. Look at items.
Being very careful.
Yeah. Out of the ordinary. Ice with some cheeky starting items. Double gauntlet, just stick, branches, no regen to start. He's going to bring it out at the start. That's cool, because he's playing versus the Undying, and they're not going to be able to hit him too much, and he's just going to be able to play in the face of them. Then he can actually hit the back.
30 seconds to battle.
They're still just all 5.
Aster. I like the defensive pose here. 5 round the tier 1.
Got to be careful of the sleep arrow. Someone steps out of position.
That'll be a first blood.
And Lanem, he did automatically skill decay, so he didn't even go for just in case of anything where they will be able to skill. He wants decay for the laning phase, as I think is necessary. He needs to secure Monet.
The battle begins.
Bounty in it. Maybe Boris can do it with a stun, but Arrow's going to come out able to secure that bounty. You get a bit of a rundown here from the 2 of them, but no catch.
Let's see where Fly goes. Is he going to just go back top lane immediately? More than likely. We'll have our standard lanes.
Pretty much expected with the setup. Yep. It's definitely going to be on the mid lane. How much can 86 do here as the stand-in against definitely one of the fiercer mids at the tournament here, Arbed and the Spirit.
And both mids do have their small camp available.
Mid lane in and out. Flame Guard being leveled up by Arbed. 6 Tidebringer. Side lanes. Borax trading quite nicely here with Fly.
Yep. Decent lane right now for Aster. This top lane should be pretty okay for Aster. Once levels come out, Borax just has to be a bit careful. They have to be careful of some sleep toss back plays that could come out from the side of EG, but a decent lane there. And looking at the bottom lane, as I said, Monet is really gonna have a hard time. They're gonna just consistently arrow the range creep with the Mirana, and then they're just gonna have creep advantage plus an ET with the spirit bonus damage. So it'll be a bit of a tough start for Monet, and we'll see.
What sort of stage can we expect to see some movements? Do you want to try and do something about the Kunkka early on? Make sure that you can shut its game down early?
Nah, I'm into this matchup. Yep, Ember did good in this one.
Top lane. Success. He's got the stick charges. Arteezy. Whatever, run him down. Fly's got to be careful.
I like XXS what he's going for here. Immediately going for Falcon Blade. Got a fluffy hat, so just needs to watch about first potential in the top lane at late levels, so that'll get that 800 HP already. So he's very, very healthy.
Cover him nicely with the stun. Yep. Each time that Arteezy tries to step up.
Crit decides to start checking any of these water runes at some point soon. Right now, they're emphasizing on just shutting down Monet. Okay, he actually had the lane in a good position. Lanem's doing a really good job of bodying both Ice and...
And what do you sort of expect to see nowadays from the Morph? Are we seeing the E-Blade, or is it sort of Manta Skadi just farming it up? Yeah, are you killing or are you hitting creeps?
They've been switching it up a lot. It really depends on what you're playing against and what you're with too, because I've seen a lot of Aghanims too. I've seen some like Willows, but most of the time it's still man. Especially when you're playing versus like chains and stuff like that, it can be annoying.
Harder for Arteezy to step up to the wave top.
Crit's going for couriers.
Radiant's
That's
courier
might
has
give
been
away their
killed.
ward that they placed deeply early on, but either way, always.
Try not enough damage there to get that range CS. Nice
But
tonight.
He's getting 14-2. Elder Titan only 9-5 right now. This is not going as well as I thought that EG was going to be able to play like aggressive down here. I guess the Undying factor is just too much. He's just constantly getting the spam onto the ET. Now is a little different. ET, he's 3, so that's where the Spirit actually becomes powerful. We get that 40 bonus damage from heroes if he hits both of them. He's got literally a DD or even triple damage or more.
Yeah, and when you do run this CET Mirana lane, you need it to sort of win. Like losing the lane is like you're drafting this against the Morph to make sure that he doesn't free farm.
And the thing is too for ET is like you want to have a good laning phase because you don't have a good catch-up mechanic.
Yeah.
You don't farm well. It's just farm well. You farm through team fights or through kills. So at some point soon they're gonna start getting very aggressive down here. I'd imagine. It's the same thing. Just always watch out for Tombstone. 5 hits now. But they don't want to get too over aggressive.
How we doing?
Pretty
2
even.
against the 13 for 5.
Yep.
86. Keep up there with Arbed. Do so quite easily with the build. Now he's tanking up big time.
Yep.
Double braces. Way where Arteezy does have that dime or so and he's ready to roll. First heroes with the combo. There is the chance that they will survive through it.
Cloaks, bracers, raindrops, fluffy hats will be a friend of Aster. This sustain their lineup is sustained, so if they can survive the initial burst, it's very likely that they can. That EG, lots of burst. Once they start getting these levels online, especially with.
Yeah, just some mild lag here, apparently. You brief and pass. Sent no first blood. Expected first game of the TI. These teams, they're going to see some cool. No, nobody wants to be the first to die here on land. Back on with the axe.
Like Abed. I was pretty sure he'd do it, but I'm glad he did do it. He gets the Searing Chains at level 4, so if Crit does look to make these type of mid, it'll be an option for him. And yet top, this Necro is starting to get out with a lot. He's gonna have Falcon Blade done now. He's actually got it coming out of Courier already. Start for exit. Very good hero versus the Tiny too. Constantly put down like 400 HP. Keep having to use that.
Thanks.
Wasn't wearing a regen slowdown at all at top E.
Never refuse good.
Borax looks like he is starting to set up for some of these runes, trying to help out 86. Even though he's holding his own in the match up mid, he just won't get him.
Money changes hands.
One of those would have been. I thought he was gonna go bottom and check it. I thought he was gonna pull the creep wave, but he lets Abed get that bottom water rune for free. Over. Gonna probably just scout out some stacks here. See the line disappear. And stacks are easily farmable by Aster, who have both Kunkka and the Tombstone. Anybody farm?
No.
I mean, and how early? I mean, you say Aster their lineup has got the sort of the superior team fight earlier than G will be capable of when it comes to 4-man or maybe 5-man pushes if Monet has his time done. When are you looking for that to come in? Like, how early are Aster going to be trying to push for objectives?
I honestly, like 86, like hit level 6 and maybe just go top, like immediately. Well, mid, sure, you won't be able to kill Abed with your heroes at the moment. It's just very unlikely unless you get something from the Lion and all that. He's already 6 too. I think you want to head the top lane with both immediately and take this tower with XXF.
Yeah, I mean, a sort of a well-farmed XXS on the Necrophos in this early stage, and with the Kunkka, if that sort of push comes in,
He's going to respond bottom.
he's going to be able to get any sort of setup at 86.
They're fast, though.
Trees and just a level 1X at the moment.
No boots on him.
Well out of the way before anything comes to this. To take the slow walk back to the mid lane. Crit to move over here as well. Seeing if they can do something with the two of them, or with the three of them here. EG, they've got their eyes on 86. Fly, Arbed, and Crit looking for the setup.
You have
Sleep.
been denied.
We're going to get any TPs coming in from Aster. Are they going to help their assistant coach here? 86 will standing in on the Kunkka. There's not enough damage from EG. He's able to get the combo on, but 86, he says, well, is this your best day? 86 standing in, and he's the man to take the first
Dire's
blood. I mean, if
top tower is under
that's going to be a
attack.
morale boost and a half here for Aster.
Yeah. The double bracer build, it wasn't even close.
Yeah,
Not even
it
close
was not
to taking him out.
They didn't do their maths there, EG.
No.
They did not crunch the numbers, and 86 ended up crunching them.
And they didn't overreact either. Like Landem, he had a TP, but they were cool. They kept it vertical. They just brought
They
one
were
hero.
like, wait,
Alright.
what are they doing? They're not going to kill us? We'll see
But
maybe now. 86. Oh, he will die this time. EG, they weren't having any of that. They came straight back and made sure to get some revenge. As they do bring 86 down.
Middle tower is under attack.
And by the looks of it, Arbed, with the damage of this flame guard, the stun's going to be up in a second, but it doesn't matter. Arbed runs them down. So this is obviously the dangerous thing. You know, you give Arbed some reason to
Radiant's
fire up in the
middle
mid.
tower is under
He
attack.
will. Quite literally here on the Emma Spirit. 2 kills straight up after that first loss of the first blood.
86 stuck around a bit too long. Is now
Fly.
on him.
Dire's top
Got the
tower
setup,
is
Crit
under
with the
attack.
follower. And it's going to be
Dire's
EG hitting back
structures
very
are
hard.
fortified.
They weren't too happy about losing that first blood. There's 3 kills straight on the board in response here for
Lane's still looking real good though for Aster. XXS has actually bullied Arteezy out because, yeah, well, Arteezy's kind of chosen to go to the jungle because the Bane's making the rotations around. He has to just get out of that top lane, which is kind of traditional for your carries now at this point. 7 minutes is usually when the pressure starts being too much in your safe lane that you have to start moving. Monet gets slept. Start the game, but
got it coming up. We'll see if they have enough damage in the burst. Quite Monet. He's out in the trees with the waveform.
Radiant's
But can't find him.
is under attack.
Spirits out. The Under Shadow's ticking him down. EG getting very active right now. They will let this top lane go by the looks of it. XXS pushing in. This tier 1 tower will fall,
Dire's
but
top tower
EG
is under
the
attack.
prowl on the hunt for these kills as expected with this Bane setup.
and I like that.
Radiant's
We see a lot of
bottom
times
tower is
even
under
people not getting their splitter until like
Dire's
level
top
7,
tower
8, something
has
9 like that.
fallen.
Level 6, he
Scanning.
takes the air splitter because he has the setup for it with the sleep, with the arrow, and that's the damage, the difference
damage.
to be able to kill that Morphling there. Very important. As top tower gets taken, XXS, he's already pretty much unkillable
That's
at this
true.
point
I mean,
in this game.
can you pretty much sit down
He
here and
can
hold
just
this
take it.
tower?
Yep.
Like, how hard is it for EG's heroes to now take this tower that XXS he's down in with the hood?
It depends on how many heroes they rotate, but
Yeah.
it should be quite difficult. Because if you overextend on him too, then Lanim ports in a Tombstone, and Necrophos has like 2k, more than 2k effective life right now with Hood, plus those stick charges that will effectively go. He'll have Ghost Shroud. Probably next level, I think level 8 he'll grab it up. Very strong. Monet, he'll just take the mid lane.
86. He's got the setup onto Arteezy. Tombstone down. Boat's coming in. Arteezy. He's not getting any help here at all. There's a fantastic catch there from 86. Arteezy just heading up to the high ground, was not prepared for him to be waiting there. And I say he got hit by the Tidebringer before he went to high ground.
He did.
He did. So got hit by the Tidebringer. Maybe he just felt confident. Didn't think he would die. But he did. Aster, they take him down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
2k lead now for
2K
us
lead.
as well. Yeah,
Monet
this
is
is
just going to the ancient area now too. Necrophos,
Yep.
XSS, as we said. He's playing a little bit more wary, even though we know how tanky he is. Look at his
Dire's
positioning
top
here.
tower
Backs
is
up,
under
picks up his
attack.
treads. Tankier now. Spotted by a ward. We'll just be able to farming and can't actually poke the tower unless Arteezy's there. As we said, limited on push until
come down to bottom.
unless the Tiny's there, or until like minute 20 when we do have that shard on the Tiny. So they're going to see this as soon as they see Arteezy. And let's see what they do to react.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like success.
No, you don't go on that.
Does tank the arrow.
You don't want to go on that hero.
But yeah, he's ready to tank more than just the arrow.
Yep. They're just going to go mid.
Dire's
They're
middle
like, you know what?
tower is under
Bottom
attack.
tower doesn't matter. We'd rather just actually put the pressure on ourselves. And as we said,
Radiant's
Aster as a
bottom
5-man
tower
unit
is falling.
is a much stronger team fight lineup than EG does have. EG has to play around the pickoffs. Or just outplay inside the team fight.
Dire's structures
Crazily.
are fortified.
Next, the boat, the tombstone, it's too much really for EG to deal with. And Lanem, look at his positioning. He's sitting all the way back. We'll get that tomb
Radiant
up
structures are fortified.
here. Wave, try to keep the catapult alive, but crits there with an arrow. Does stop that push in its track.
About Monet. He's getting the space to catch up. He's got a bit of a slower time as compared to the other cores. The
boat.
finger.
Got the finger,
They
yeah.
have huge amounts of burst.
The Bane.
Oh.
They just, I guess they're just gonna settle.
They'll take it. Yeah, even thrown up over the opposite. No messing around, makes sure they get the kill. Ahmed does jump in. I see a nice
Chain.
move from Monet, using the chains against him, but Moonlight Shadow is out. Don't quite have detection on them here, so Abed will be able to step away.
Getting away with quite a lot here. Monet now being able to play in the aggressive jungle. Arteezy about to have his Echo Saber finished up. So that's when he's going to be able to start joining the fights. But as we said, not an easy tiny game. Playing versus Necrophos, playing versus Undying. Playing versus like most of these heroes is not the easiest at all. You don't have good burst targets on almost anybody except for the Lion.
I mean, it shows, and it's going to be expected, right? These
Right.
heroes that we do feel are going to be strong, like the Tiny. So are the pro players. They're going to come into this tournament with a lot of preparation against how they want to draft and play against that hero. And that's definitely apparent here. They've got an easy setup on XXS, so with 4 heroes beating down upon him. We'll see Arbit try and catch more, looking for 86. He's also able to bottle Envis, so further chase here.
That tombstone though, a bit weird there from Lanem. That one just kind of just free money for EG. And now the tower might also be in jeopardy because that tombstone was
Yeah,
dropped.
they can't really put up a fight now.
Radiant's middle
Tombstone and
tower is
XXS
under
gone.
attack.
XXS might just TP back in as they are rotating over. Boats back up, but yeah, no tombstone available is a really weird usage by Lanem.
Yeah, I was maybe just worried that 86 would get chased down. Off the ult, Stomp comes out onto them. Arteezy will look to finish off the tower. Avalanche out to hold back the turn, then Splitter comes in. Lanham able to heal up the rip. Sleight of fist though from Arbet just cuts through them. That's going to be Lanham gone down. Sleeper set up onto XXS. Time from 86 to hold back Arbet for now, but Arbet with the stick charges, he's still good to continue to chase. Change setup into the arrow. EG, they'll catch the Necrophos. XXS is still alive, able to put the stick underneath the tower. He's going to live, turns around with the Reaper's side. They do. Was that a clutch Nightmare save from Fly? I believe it was. Nightmare onto Ice Size. Saves it from the Reaper's side, but 86, he'll find the 2-man torrent. A couple of hits, he gets it off just before the stomp comes in. So Ice Size still goes down. Monet chasing Fly into the river. Aster will hit back. A very admirable save attempt there from Fly to keep Ice Size alive. But unfortunately for the two of them, they do
Dire's
still
middle
both
tower
end
is
up
under
going
attack.
down. Casualties as well on the side of Aster, but the way the team fight ends,
Radiant's
Aster in a
bottom
position to
tower
push
is
back
under
and
attack.
take this tier 1 mid.
Yeah, and,
Dire's
a
middle
bit of
tower
mistakes coming
has
out too.
fallen.
XXS didn't even use his hood. He would have lived. And the initial
replay hit.
Yeah, on the initial go, he didn't pop the hood at all. He waited. I thought he was gonna wait like for the last second maybe to catch them off guard, but yeah, he just never popped it.
I mean, we saw Arbet feeling strong with the Maelstrom done. Big amounts of damage there on that first jump, and
Dire's middle
they
tower
chase
is
on,
under
but
attack.
definitely not without a cost there. Losing their own tier 1 tower.
Save though. Good save by Fly. He's definitely very awake and ready.
Dire
XXS, as I said,
outstanding.
very awake and ready for that, but for the plays, but yeah, just not popping his hood. In their tower, and now clean out their jungle here a bit here. Monet just good. Farm an ancient stack.
They're really catching up. Only a couple of hundred, about 100 behind Arteezy now.
We said, Morphling in this matchup, he's got a lot of fun things to turn into. Sure, not some crazy agonyms unless he turns into like the ET at some point in the later stages. If he does go for that, but just turning into heroes normally, turning into a Tiny and Ember, always spectacular.
Radiant
They're smoking
are
up again here,
scanning.
Aster. kill. Borax with the finger ready to go. Arcane Rune as well on 86. He could be set for a drawn-out engagement. Maybe to try and bring it. But looks like it would just be the one pick-off in. Saving the finger, of course. No need for a hit.
Nice though. It's a good pick-off because Crit's getting close to that Spirit Vessel. Very valuable this game versus the Necro and the Morphling. Get.
Death tax.
Get into the jungle here of EG. 6 on top of the arm that going for the BKB. I mean, when that BKB's done, he gets caught out by a grip setup.
Dire's courier
Pretty
has been
invincible.
killed.
They're not going to be easy killing these heroes. This Kunkka and Necrophos, very tanky. Another catch here for Aster. They catch Fly doing a bit of a warding mission in their jungle. Suddenly put a stop to.
He's zoning.
He's
part of all 7 kills.
Top network. That's dude. I mean,
He's owning, I'm telling you.
he is. As it goes with sort of last-minute stand-ins, they're going to be feeling pretty strong here, Aster.
And I love the itemization he's gone for. Like just double bracer,
Yeah.
no funny business. Double bracer gets a damage item in between, and then he's going straight BKB because, I mean, once they've got BKB, and as we said, like their group up with BKB, they might just be able to go straight into Roche Pit, and EG, it might just be a hard one for them to
And
contest.
look at this, from the low ground, they've got to step onto Arteezy. TPs are coming in, and it looks like Aster are hesitant on going any further towards the attempt for that kill.
The hard one. He's level 12 now. 2180 HP with that 18 armor. You have the finger, but in that position there, they can get to EG. Chilling out. You know, you can tell they're not really like feeling too flustered. Still just playing like this farm game. As we said, they do have this really strong potential for late game scaling because, and the Spirit Vessel is done. So maybe that might be a go to try to go get some more kills onto Necro on the more.
Flying our bed. Sort of action up. Aster up top, Monet. 500 off
Dire's
the
top tower is under
Manta.
attack.
Way in toward. The safest. Likely the Eagles members are tying him up around the mid lane.
Real close to BKB. And you can always get that off. Something important. Sleep into the arrow. You'll get the BKB off. So it's going to be a good way to cover them. And as we said for EG, they...
Oh, Lana. Didn't get any help. No, not in time. 86
also.
Forward. It's done. Hold back Arbed. Arteezy is in on top of 86. Moat comes down. Hex as well. Borax doing his best to control Arbed, stop him from being able to jump in and get 86. The Sleight of Fist won't catch 86, so 86 is able to step up to the high ground. Borax will lose his life for it, but 86 will be saved. There's still, Arteezy claiming the 2 kills there.
Middle tower is
Timing
under
for EG.
attack.
Exactly, when they want to start to look for these fights, pre-BKB on the Kunkka, keep going. You know, they've got Spirit Vessel, keep looking for these pickoffs. That's what their lineup is entirely about. They do not want to get into these 5v5 engagements yet until they have
World of Illusion.
See, yeah, Aster playing very careful. Monet in the trees, XXS as well. He's out of the bottom lane, doesn't want to be pushing out any further himself, whilst he knows that he's going to be on the move. The Shadow Blade Echo done on Arteezy, looking for kills.
Hey.
Come out, Fly.
Spotted.
And straight away, immediate grip here from Fly, leaves no chance for Monet.
And that's, you know, you were asking one of the... See that animation? No, you didn't, because there pretty much is none. Because it's absolutely instant. Monet, he's one of the faster players as well, too. We've talked about him so many times over the years. Normally gets like BKBs off from invisible stuns, so...
I'll take that.
What's that?
Silver now. We've got full Ags now for Aved too. Pretty much everywhere in the map, everywhere inside of the team fights. Love the Ag. Well, he has it. It's very early too.
We've seen the last few times some heroes being able to run away from him. They will not be able to run away from him now. Incredible amount of chase potential.
And it's a lot more burst
the back
too.
lines.
If you do want to use it in that aggressive manner, which I know you love.
Throw them all out.
There's a hero like Morphling, like in a lot of situations. Plus ET aura, damage.
Can't be here for 86. He's going to have it for the next move.
And I want them to be more adamant about making moves. I think right now they're playing into EG's hands.
You think EG's getting a little too
EG's
much?
getting too much, and their
Middle tower
lineup
is
is about
under
scaling later on. Like ET's gonna have Aghanims. Tiny already is pretty much online, almost has BKB, and then they're gonna be the ones who are actually constantly looking for their fights rather than Aster. Aster will have a lot more trouble. So honestly, I feel like maybe even just walking to Roche Pit as soon as this Kunkka BKB comes out is the play for Aster.
You gotta do
I think
something
you
with
have to do something.
Have they got some smokes still?
I believe they did. I think they had one on, oh, I thought they had one on Borax. Should be coming out on the courier then. Yeah, it's coming out.
I really feel at the moment EG definitely getting into their comfort zone now. Aster, they need to do something to shake that up.
Are they gonna? Yeah, they're going to Roche. Okay, good. I was like, I really hope that they just get in the
Radiant's
damn
bottom
Roche Pit. Like,
tower
you've got
is under
Undying,
attack.
you've got this great team fight
Radiant's
potential with your 5
structures
heroes, you've got the BKB.
be spotted.
You gotta just do it. It's gonna die too fast because of the amp. I think it's gonna be a bit tough for ET to react. They do have the ET coming over.
TP and Ice over. Yeah, if he's able to get the setup, could cause a bit of a mess up here for Aster. It's
Radiant's
getting
bottom
low.
tower is under attack.
Doing their best to make sure they don't get caught up at the top of the arrows in to Monet. EG really get in on this. Roshan very low.
Radiant's
Arbet, he
bottom
might be able to
tower
jump in and out. He's setting it up. Remnant's in. Arbet might look for the steal. Early jump. Catch on it out. Arbet's in again. Already Aster, they get the kill, they get the Aegis. The lockdown's there onto Arbet. A big sprinter comes in from Ice. The boat comes crashing down there with the BKB out. 86 will be able to head out of the pit and get out of there. Maybe not. Fly. Reach grip. Locks him down through the magic immunity as 86 will manage to get caught on the way out. Quick jump in on the back lines. Monet's feeling confident with that Aegis that he's just picked up. You jump in the once for another round here. Fly. Set up Borax. Might be able to help from the high ground. He's the one death on Monet. See if they can do it again. XXS ready to step over. Find some extra heals and safety here for Monet. Monet jumps over the wall. Fly finger comes out. Hex as well from Borax. He locks down Fly. They bring down the Bane. Ice punching hard. Runs down Borax. Arteezy saving that BKB here for this point of the fight now where Aster, they've got nothing left to use. As XXS run down by the Tiny. May have got the Roche and the Aegis, but EG, they certainly take the fight.
Huge fight from EG. Fly coming in clutch. Little mini sleep there. Believe saving Abed for initial moments there, but then he gets the Fiend's Grip onto the Kunkka as he's exiting. Really nice plays. And Aster, they kind of got, like, I wouldn't say like trolled a little bit, but Arteezy was just continuing to push bottom. His team was making it seem like they had more people around the Roche Pit area because Abed was like jumping in. So I think Aster got they got plucked a bit there.
This is pretty scary now for Aster, you know, with the BKB on Tiny and the Aghanims done on Ice. This is going to be very difficult for Aster to fight in. 86 brought down bottom. He's got the BKB, so threat of dying.
But trying to force it.
There he is. Very 6 will. KB this time around. Arteezy on the hunt up top.
So they got the Roche, but G still have all their timings. And Monet, he sees him with the Sentry.
He's looking to turn. Jump in. Almost the sun set up and they got the damage dust out. They too.
Sure do.
A fantastic turnaround there from Monet and Borax. They were prepared, as you say, Sentry up. They are able to sort of have that discussion. Do we want to try and bring heroes up? They do. Turn around, they take down Arteezy. 40 seconds without him. Could get the room for Aster to take some objectives here as they start to step up to the tier 2 top.
Still look to play. They should still look to play together. Do not look to get too split up from versus this EG team. They're all about getting those pickoffs versus your big team fight lineup. So yeah, look to go for this tier 2 here. No Arteezy down for 20 seconds. They didn't really have to use anything of too much importance. Sure, finger, but it's not that important right now. It's more just about the disables that's coming down, and that is a Lincoln's now done. So he's got protection versus that Bane.
Radiant's middle tower.
Lots of ways to break it, of course, with the Enfeeble.
Yeah, they're looking to of course, XXS get the Lotus Orb up as well. Yep. Anything they could throw on this Monet Morph and make sure that he has a free time in the fights. High ground, Ice trying for the stomp setup. To sleep. To arrow, splitter as well. See if they can burst him. Oh, they certainly can. Ice just destroys him. Punches down Borax. He's over towards XXS. He can't run, stomps out. XXS gets shredded as well. Or dead on Aster there. As, wow, there's Ice just frontlining it all. coming in hard with these big punches.
They did get all their timings, as you mentioned. Like Aster, they made a nice move top. They played around all this vision here. They get the kill on the tiny, but EG, they got every timing. They never overreacted to almost anything. Ice is massive. He's got that last fight, he gets the 15 talent right before he walks in too. So plus 350 damage when he walks into Aster's heroes there. And it's
Radiant's middle tower is
a
under
4K
attack.
advantage. It's Necrophos 0 and 4 after having such a good start in the laning phase. Hasn't really been able to make
Radiant's
anything
top
happen with
tower
him.
has fallen.
Just the chain stun is just too much for him to deal with.
On his weapon in from the top lane, they want to try and kill Arteezy. Straight into the tiny form. Good move in from Flood to try and save with the Nightmare's not enough. The scythe comes crashing down. Arteezy's gone. Arrow off to the side to 86. Ice's ready to run in. He wants to try and fight, even though they've lost Arteezy. Still feeling strong in between the two of them. Ice and Arbed, but it isn't enough. Ice has now been left behind as EG have decided to bail. He's going to look for the TP out. There's nothing to put a stop to it.
Nice play, bud. Waiting for the last minute to throw the spirit out, catches it on the 4, so he gets that high duration magic immunity. Arteezy does die though, but in a position that is a very aggressive spot, so Aster now have to push the lanes fully out.
So a solid attempt from EG to try and find more from it, and also able to bail out when they could.
Fly is ready here. He does not have his Fiend's Grip Rebel, but he does have a card that is gonna get instantly. Let's try now. Next success, gets himself back on the board. Just talking about 0-4. We'll good get that nice.
Regeneration!
Dagger on. Ice now as well, so
Get on that morph.
top of him with the setup. That's already been found by Fly or Crit.
You can almost, if you do it, if you get like a 4-man spirit and you blink onto the thing and you double shot, you actually could almost 2-hit. You know, sets you to 0.
Dire are
Mac picked up from
scanning.
crit, so they're trying to tank up. They're trying to make up for the fact that they do have some limited team fight on their.
My waters run.
Crazy neutral items. I've been trying to glance through them a bit here, but I haven't seen anyone breaking this. Go the Grove Bow on both sides is nice. Abed having that is definitely really good.
On A right with the Dax targets. Would imagine at that point there's probably some better item.
Gun smoke. See if EG, like we said, ideally they want to get the start where they kill one hero first. Right now though, they are starting to get quite strong because of that ET. Has been it. Because of it. Instantly Lanem.
The sleep into Arrow. Lanem might have to be just let on here. Borax is going to try and jump back in the lady. He's helping get the BKB off, but the Spitter comes in. Ice gets the kill. He's over to the side, punches down Borax. Now EG's ready to chase for more. There's only 3 left up here on Aster. They're looking towards Mono with the Manton trying to get away. He vessel down upon him, and he's going to get destroyed as well. Ahmed flying forward with the remnants up to the high ground as well, ready to dive in under the tier 3s with 4 dex success. A Cypher's attempted, it's not enough damage. EG then team wiped Aster.
And it was a buyback from Lanem. He bought back and died almost instantly. The Tombstone feels like it's doing literally nothing. They're just bypassing it instantly, no cares at all, as EG now have taken full control of this game.
This is
8k lead,
Radiant's
ET out of control. Gonna have a crit next, as well as Arteezy. Pretty much got the silver edge done.
This is again just a rough start. I mean, maybe if they just let Lanham go, but we saw 86 getting caught at the start of it. The BKB can't come out sooner, as he's just gone. And 3 against 5 is never going to be fun, especially against the chase that EG have. Arbed with the Zags, and Ice as well. Just being able to run forward with that immunity. Monet just not getting the player's game at all. Manta, sure, it will get you out of the chains, but Avalanche is always going to cause an issue for trying to escape as a more.
I think that was literal worst case scenario also for Aster. They get their Undying caught, they get their Kunkka caught, he pops BKB, dies immediately after, so even if he has buyback, he can't come back with the BKB, so it's just, I think everything that could have gone wrong there went wrong. Fully capitalized, get themselves a Rax advantage, and now significant gold advantage.
Big lead now at 25 to 11. As you can see on the graphs, all tapering right over towards EG's heavy advantage now. Aster.
The
next move has to be a good one. If they lose another team fight here, it could potentially.
Gonna get one shot.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I mean, do they want to fight without man here? As they don't. Man down and versus 5, not something they're interested in at all taking, especially with the 5v5s going as they have been so fast. Is going to have to sit back and wait.
The warding by Fly is something else that I haven't really gotten to touch on too much this game, but it's been very, very good. Aster's had some really good ones down too, like the sentries that we saw from earlier, but that's the reason why EG's getting these grabs. Initial
Try with the jump of the burst, fingers out, poke coming in, the nightmare save is attempted, the BKB's come off, RT's now ready to step back, Monet grabbed at the front of it all as they focus down the Morphling, now they turn over towards the Necrophos, XXS will slowly get burnt here by Arbed. There's no amount of healings to save against that. 86, he'll live. Borax is going to try and blink away, but Arbed's got the catch. Slide a fist into the chains. 3 more kills for EG, and they'll tap out. They know that they can't take any more fights like this. GG is called EG. Take this game 1 against Aster. I mean, Aster, they certainly gave it their best during the sort of first half, but then things started to slow down.
Yeah.
The team play from EG came into effect.
They're lacking push, for sure, and I guess a little bit of like the initiation front again. Shapango is pretty decent at it, but it's got to be XXS to just lead every single one.
Yeah, because it could be pretty tricky to catch Arbed, you know. I wouldn't say the best lockdown, unless you're getting in with some Blink Rolling Thunder
why don't I have this set? Where's that face?
It's the tongue, isn't it?
That's the new one.
It's the one where you shackled it. It's, I believe, from the Diatide set, right? Wasn't it?
I thought that was a difference. I know there's
the tongue.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think this is the... Yeah, I imagine it is. I mean, he's got a big tongue. I expect him to use it.
No.
We'll see. Game 2 of Aster versus EG.
Prepare
Fun
for
heroes
battle.
indeed. But overall, does look like a stronger roster here. Razor. Very nice. It's easy.
Yeah, his lane just looks, like you said, just looks very free. Unless he gets like hooked over and over
lane,
again or
the
something
carry
like that, it looks
matchup.
great. And it's an Undying versus a double melee as well too. So if they get double decayed on the side of Aster, it's going to be really problematic. Level 1 smoke if they find anything. And is this going to be? This is the thing I'm wondering too. Is this going to be a lane where we do actually see Monet get barrage? Because I know all of the gyros are just going 0,
yeah,
0,
you don't get
1,
barrage.
and 4, and then you just go stats.
You don't barrage.
So no barrage at all. Yeah, I mean that's what I figure it's gonna.
To battle.
Decent kill. I like. Plus it. That's the only reason why I think. He's gonna do the usual. Let's be honest.
And maybe Borax pops off. You know,
maybe he does.
Pudge popping off can win any game. It really can. If he hits every single hook, an excellent hero to really get in the minds of your enemy.
Begins.
And it is a break of the static link, right? Like if he links Monet and he instantly hooks Monet or
That's true.
You can break the link.
He can hook them apart.
So same thing for Tornado. You know, Boker does have decent ways to give the gyrocopter opportunities to engage, but I think we'll be looking for like these 4 stabs and whatnot.
And also, I'm trying to think if I've seen this interaction, but
the Pudge eat. Are you thinking?
I'm seeing
it continues linking.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It doesn't attack.
Final answer.
Oh jeez. I'm 80% sure.
I feel like I've played it and it stops the link. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe we'll find out. If it does, that would be very good. But I think you're probably right there. You'd imagine it.
It doesn't keep attacking, obviously.
No, for sure. But I feel like I've expected it to continue to link and it actually doesn't when you use the target that's been linked. We'll see. Let's see how 86 does. Obviously, last time, Kunkka against the Ember Spirit was definitely a bit of an easier lane, I feel, than this one. This one might be a bit trickier against the Arbed Void Spirit.
And I'm glad they did do this lane setup, honestly, because otherwise I think they just like lose the game based off lane. You have the double melee versus Undying. It's full disaster. I like that they've gone for this. And now Borax, he can just back up. Sure, you're running a tri-lane, but you're Pudge who can hook big creeps. You can hook Centaurs. So he just backs up, hooks a Centaur, and he's almost...
First one's here from Aster. Not showing any signs of forcing the favourable matchups that they were coming into the game with. They'll take what's given to them here. Low.
Got the fairy fired.
Sing your praises.
Not bad. Borax at the ready bottom. He's got the hook. Level 2 on both heroes here. All three.
Borax to kill this Undying in lane.
It's still pushing Arteezy off wave. He's got 4 CS.
I guess he's just very concerned
He's
about
scared.
getting hooked if he
Dyer's
steps up.
middle
Well,
tower
because if he
is
gets a
under
missile
attack.
on him, right? If
Yep.
a missile just gets
Easy
onto
hook.
him, easy hooks. It's just guaranteed, pretty much. No matter, even if he runs all the way back.
Yeah, and they've got the 3 of them there.
That's
For
like
sure.
this. Top.
Still got the swashbuckle.
Still.
So yeah, he's having to play very cautious up here as the focuses we're seeing from Aster. Very much a bottom and Lies gonna get run down by Borax. Aster gets the first blood hit.
This lane setup is everything. Really liking that they decided to go for this Monet. He's able to go for his build now too. He's gonna just be able to go for confident, always build that we see on the gyro, just going for stats and flak. And yeah, it's like a triple benefit for them, right? They're shutting down Arteezy, they're getting Monet the farm, and then they're not having their double melee versus dying, so. Really good stuff here.
Slight edge here for Abed. Cool.
Oh, okay. 86 is rushing. I guess he got 1 no, and then he's just rushing for the bait. Thought he was gonna go for maybe more base damage as we've seen. And he's just. That steps up, just gets hit like 4 times. Abed.
Under
2 more hits.
Ooh, I mean, he's 86. He nearly
Close.
does it there. He nearly does it.
Radiant are scanning.
Aggression here from 86.
So
Step back and
My path
being the bro
leads
there.
to
Steps over
riches.
Sal with the ready. Abed turns straight back to lane.
One thing that this is giving is it's giving Ice 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 an absolute free.
We saw what happened last game when that
Yes.
happened.
You're looking at XXS, he's not having that. Now the wave is starting to push into him, so this play goes nicely. And now we're seeing Nate lanes go back to normal. Monet down bottom for a second just with Lich, and we'll see if they do look to up as Arteezy is significantly.
I see a lot of
Send the
nothing.
Pango down with +1. And giving Ice 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 a free game is always spooky.
As already it's not that easy to burst through a type to hear it. But, you can burn his mana. Make it hard for him to get in, but Ice 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 is going to be able to stay right in your face for the most part of it in his fights with the start that he's given.
He's just gonna be able to what? He'd probably just buy a hood if he wants to. I mean, he's got the Ring of Health. I know this is just a casual Ring of That's gonna be like, that's the thing that'll kill him, right? It's the Lich ult plus like a Pango ult. Might still go a little bit beefier.
Bottom. Arteezy could be in trouble here. They've got the pull. Borax coming around with the wraparound, starting to rot the 2 of them. Arteezy getting blasted by Lanham. He'll
And
fall.
Line's going down too.
They're going to be able to get the 2 here. Borax with that wraparound as EGs, they step up quite aggressively in the lane. Weren't quite ready for the 3 of them. Aster to turn around, get those kills. Borax's Pudge off to a hot start with the involvement that he's having.
They probably told him, yeah, we're picking Lion. And it's like, no, it's a Pudge game. And he's making it look like a Pudge game for sure. Great start. 3-0, all 3 for him. Got his Soul Ring coming out too. So. And yeah, continuing to... The good thing is too is like, you're able to keep Monet bottom. I thought maybe they're going to look to break it away soon because Borax was moving, but no, they're keeping down there, continuing to shut down Arteezy. And XXS, he's not dying. I thought perhaps he might get caught once or twice up here, go down from the catch from the Shadow Shaman, but playing it safe, still getting some CS.
Yeah, no, given the circumstances, I think as a team they'll be quite happy with what Aster's been able, XXS has been able to do up here on his own.
All that damage reduction, really, 32%. 86. Pretty damn well in the mid lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Absolutely. Poured out.
He's ahead of the Void Spirit. You know, Void Spirit's been farming small camps, so it's 41 CS. The Invoker is able to just stake his ground. He has to spend 0 money on regen because he's got Quas. Very good start.
86 in these 2 laning stages.
Oh, look at
these
top.
2 games. He's definitely shown his strength.
It's wearing off soon, and they're actually triple sapping XP from XXS when he's getting very close to. I think they should, yeah, look to give the Pango the 6 pretty soon, because then you actually have better kill threat. We did see it say Ice probably is going to go the hood. He's got it, so it's a bit of a tough kill.
Aye, they could go for crit instead, though.
sure can.
Sets up the hood. Crit's going to go straight for the TP attempt, but they have the damage. Aster, they'll cut down Shaman. Ice. He's got the back of the Barber coming in. They jump forward, burst through Borax. 86 with the response, though. TP's over. Tornado and the EMP coming out. Arbed's burnt very low on the mana. Will be Mango dump, so he's got a little bit more to come back into the fight. Ice trying to step in, but you see Ice he's not quite hit the 6 yet, so no Ravage available for this. They're turning onto him. They take him out. Jump forward from Arbed, cleans up Lanham, and now Arbed's got to run. And XXS, he's hit the 6. He's ready to chase him down. Cold snap from 86, sets up for the Rolling Thunder. XXS getting the angle for the bounce back. Jump in with the shield crash. They bring down Arbed. Arteezy is heading in, but another perfect line there from 86 as he chucks them both up into the air. He's able to walk out of it. And Aster, they're able to respond very nicely to that. And yeah, 86, some great hits there with the combos.
I mean, that's only 4 of them too. Look at Monet. Whole time he's just sitting in the bot lane farming. That was huge for Aster. Great rotations coming out from him.
Radiant's
Quick
bottom
movements.
tower is under
86, as you
attack.
said. Nice little setups from the. And they even tried, as you mentioned too. I think it was Ice. He double mangoed. He double mangoed the Void Spirit.
He passed him over to Arbed, yeah.
Give Abed a better chance to get away, but either way gets caught.
And it maybe if he had the Ravage, but yeah,
Maybe.
just a one creep away from having that 6 there. Didn't have it.
That shows his face bottom. 3 heroes for Aster.
I mean, they might feel that with the move that AEG made top, they can't really make a move down bottom to help Ice if they can grab him. So Aster getting aggressive, they'll take the tower down. So he's going to have to stay hidden in the trees. He's TP'd out of there. No more messing around with this area straight away. That is not a place to fight.
Nice. Not bad. Get away from that EMP. Size. They know they will know he TP'd as soon as they get a vision of him up top. They're gonna know he TP'd up. Choice if they would like to defend that top tower. I think there's still a possibility that they can, but I think most teams just like to give up that top tower. It's a bit too risky.
Yeah, against the Ravage. It's definitely gonna be a turn.
Unless they can get the EMP, if you can like find an opportunity to catch that EMP.
Yeah, I mean, how safe are you playing with the one?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's got Soul Ring.
Mangoes, but yeah,
so
Soul Ring and the wand.
Yeah, you can't touch it. So, looking to make their own plays mid. Borax, stop it for a second. Monet's got the full crit, so seeing this a lot. That crit rush on these gyrocopters, strong.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right. Majority of games.
Go down, but step themselves in the jungle of
Dire's
EG.
top tower has fallen.
They're still getting some pretty safe places to farm here.
Look where he's farming. Like, look how confident
I mean,
he is.
he feels he's safe.
Yeah, he's like, I have double ward protecting me. I'm okay here.
Yeah. Set up this half of the map very nicely for Monet.
Huge, as Arteezy is quite shut down this game, and Arteezy's trying to mimic the same thing, but he can't do it nearly effectively. Right? He has to be quite careful. He steps up like just a bit too far here. XXS is gonna go on him.
Borax and 86
They're
ready to
gonna
back him up. Well, gee, they do have members around. See if they can come over to help him out. Crit. Caught by the bounce back. 86 has been hesitant, not wanting to step in now that EG's had time to respond. Ice is in position to pop a Ravage if they do go in on it.
Attempt. It did force the Eye of the Storm. Scared XXS a little bit. Poked on you. He Rolling Thunder, it hurt. It's up. Now though, they're gonna go back for Arteezy though. He stayed up here.
He did. Everybody else on EG went away. Arteezy, he sticks around.
Quite dead.
I mean, he had the ward in the lane, but no vision in the jungle on that half of the map. And he'll try and play his way out of here, hook off the mark. I don't think there's any escape for him. Surely he's not quite got enough mana for the TP. Just try and switch his treads over to help him escape, but they'll be able to cut him out and kill him off. Same time in the middle, dive was made, but only losing Lanham on the Lich there was the bigger loss for EG being that up top. As yeah, I guess we just felt that they sort of left the area. That they hadn't. His teammates had, but Aster, they were still around.
I think they were like trying to bluff that they were still sitting behind him, right? And then they go mid. They at least get the tower though. That's a pretty big kill with the first Super Ward usage. Now they can walk into the ancient area with the Tombstone, with the Ice. It's not a stack or anything like that, but being able to deny at least one of them away from the big, but Fly be able to get away.
Works.
He's in trouble.
He's got the hook straight back into reach of the two of them. Fly. Taken down. Another kill here for Monet. Again, game one, Aster seeming to sort of match the pace of EG very well in the early game.
Yeah, and I do like overall a better situation here for Monet. Sure, he's versus the Razor counter, but I think in the last game when he's versus like a super farmed ET as a Morphling, it feels worse. This time Monet is in absolute on full control of his own game. And they do have ways to disjump. I haven't really checked if anybody's queued up like 4-step. At some point they'll have other ways.
Bounty.
Damage. Okay. Javelin 52. Not bad. Well, have Aghanims on the voice. And Ice just getting invoked. You know, the usual. You show up to lane as a Tidehunter versus a Quaswax, he's just gonna run and burn you down.
We're yet to see sort of EG make a play around that Ravage arm.
They are farming a lot. Down here around the Ancients right now with Arteezy, I think the quad stack. Beauty about having the Undying. That's something we did not see really Aster do last time with the Undying. Really farm many Ancients. More than one Ancient.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not bad on the hunt. Crit doing the build that I've seen him doing all the pubs too, just 1-4-1, just maxing the heck.
Find something here, Monet. Took by Lanham, and they burst him.
Sure can.
Walks down, grabs there, Lanham off the shield, but he's only ended up throwing his own life away as well by the looks of it. Get the chain frost off, but ends up bouncing over towards the neutral. They've got control on the Warbed, but still able to jump out. As, great hook from Borax. Borax able to find the angle, grabs Arbed straight back in as he attempts to jump away there with a Dissimilate.
Do find Monet though. They slow him down finally. Something you always have to be careful for.
Dire's top tower is under
He's got
attack.
another
blind. I mean, he's gonna live though. Yeah, but that was a blind hook.
I mean, he's hitting them. He is hitting the hooks this game, Borax. He certainly is. 4-1 of the 3. Blink Dagger done.
Nice. It's very early. A hell of a game here. But yeah, definitely something you have to watch out for a lot of times is just the Mass Serpent Ward damage. You know, crit, he's starting to get farmed too now after that he's got his lens. But yeah, that's always
Precious bounty.
something that catches people off guard, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see what
Gold
they're able to do. You know, Borax with that blink, I'm sure they'll want to get straight back on the map and catch someone out. Over into the jungle of EG, but the Ice playing but Aster's half of things.
Dire
They're keeping the 3 heroes bottom. They're keeping Gyrocopter for the most part now inside the Ancient. It's fully protected here. Very awkward way for EG to try to get into that Ancient. But EG, I think they're happy with the state of the game also right now. They're getting to catch up. So that was that pretty good speed there for Aster, but it's gone. EG's now farmed
Dire's middle
another
tower
Ancient
is
stack for
under
Arteezy.
attack.
So he farmed a quad stack into a double stack. Only 500 gold behind the 3.
BKB. The next
Radiant's
potential
bottom
fight that
tower
EG
is
will
under
look to get him
attack.
involved in.
And then he can stick on the gyro very easily. BKB, Link, run right through everything. Not really a whole lot of
Dire's
Aster
middle
to do
tower
except
is under attack.
punch hook.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
T6 on the hunt. And Arteezy's rather close.
That's the best. If they catch Arteezy right before he's after that, he knows something. Yeah, they're pinging it.
Sees the hook flying out in an attempt to grab crit. Straight out of there.
And now they know they have an opportunity to get into the Ancient area.
Radiant are scanning.
Mid.
the Ravage under the tier 2 would probably be a little too far for EG.
Yeah. Blink, but yeah. And they're very close to stuff. Abed's about to have an agony too.
Oh, over 86, but 86 very good tornado. Ravage still comes out. A hook save attempts there from Borax, but won't be able to grab 86 as 86 falls.
There's no steps.
Jumps in, got the shield crash, the Rolling Thunder. He's taken down Abed. Now he's going to have that angle to permanently lock down Fly. There's no escape for the Undying. The Invoker, but Aster, they'll take down Abed in return, plus the support on top.
And it actually, like,
is under attack.
you know, if you hook the Invoker, he lives. You don't probably get any of these kills. The fact that he hooks the Void Spirit, he forks is the second Astral step, which allows him to get the kill and now move into tower. So, yeah, ends up being a pretty good trade there.
Absolutely, now straight down the mid, tier 1 tower. Fortify will buy it sometime, but Aster there go anywhere. The respawn's coming up.
The Axe today. And have a much faster farm rate now than RTZ.
Radiant's middle tower.
We'll see this again. Very quick reaction there from 86 to try and put a stop to the combo, but could be done. As you say, Abed without any further escape. XXS able to fully take him down there. Monet getting involved. You know, things looking up on the up and up for this gyrocopter that's already hitting some very good item timings.
Yeah, and he does have Amplify as well too. Just always have to point out there is an Invoker, so Alacrity plus the gyrocopter. He's gonna have a little bit more of better of a steroid than Arteezy is in the game as Borax with the blink. Crit. Drop the wards, they want to fight.
What do you do to Arteezy? Ready to charge down Borax. Borax goes to the TP straight away. It doesn't matter. Damage is enough from Arteezy in the backup of Prince Wall.
Be kind.
That's still chasing. He has that fresh Aghanims. Have that ward until they seal on him.
I mean, they can look to maybe turn. Stick charges from that and keep him alive.
Okay, they stay.
Yeah, Abed, he won't dive further. Knows that Aster would have looked to fight there.
Serpent wards were used to, and now when crit respawns, he's not going to be able to set up on any of the towers, which he probably wouldn't have anyway. You know, bottom's too hard to hit, tier 2. Whoa!
That up here from 86.
He's deep on Fly.
Yeah, he's trying to do a bit of a de-warding mission by the looks of it with his courier. Ends up losing both his courier and his own life for it.
86 kill, 2 back-to-back kills when he just picked up Gloves of Haste. The dream for Invoker. Midas is about to be fit.
Another very solid start here from the stand-in.
Yeah, this time around though, it's looking like a much more contested.
Yeah, you feel that this time around we've just not had that period yet where G's just getting to do what they want and Aster's not quite moving together or making moves. This time around, Aster incredibly responsive.
Yeah, and I feel like Aster this time they're getting to do a little bit more when EG is trying to force some type of move. They get some
Dire's
time.
bottom tower is under attack.
Was behind.
Line up the Roshan, but
Yeah,
I don't think they're really going to be able to do that anytime soon. Maybe with the wards.
If they get an opportunity to sneak in there, they have Flesh Golem, so damage amp,
true,
plus
and
the
gush.
Tombstone, plus the Gush. Yeah, so definitely an opportunity. They see Aster just way too far away.
I'm still a bit spooky. The Pango, Invoker, and Gyro.
It is spooky.
Pudge as well. These heroes get any sort of idea that you're doing that, Aster will do a good job of fighting EG and breaking them apart around the defined area of the Roche pit.
I mean, at some point too, Fly is able to shard. You know, Fly and Shadow Shaman. The dying plus the Shadow Shaman. Turn you ultimately just punch it and stack up. They're actually just gonna go for it now. I think this is what.
Okay. I
think they're gonna be able to get.
See how quick it is, indeed, as you say, with all the amps and stuff.
It's scanned immediately though, so they're aware.
They need the Pango over it first exit. They need to have some sort of jump from XXS.
They're gonna fight this. This is a great place.
Yeah. Ooh, actually misses everything.
Very close.
But they're still gonna be able to roll in. Roshan getting the bash off onto Arteezy as he's holding on for the roll for now. They want to look for the perfect time to go.
Very early call down, maybe just for some information.
Yes, vision.
Right though. Wards in the
That's a good render. We'll slow down the pull into the silence. They're stopping XXS from being able to immediately roll in. Roshan getting low. XXS will now get the rolling thunder off. He's over the one to pit. Arteezy wants the BKB. The kill will be taken by XXS, but Arteezy with the BKB is still able to pick up the Aegis for himself. Crit over to the side. He's got the grab, and Abed, he's got the pause.
He sure does. That was the Ravage, so it's disengaged. So they XXS goes in at the same time as ISISI, so they both kind of counter-initiate each other at the time. Xxs does get the last hit, as you said.
It was something,
So,
but yeah, a heads up from Arteezy, popping the
Yeah, it was
BKB,
good.
knows that he can't leave it to chance there, and will manage to make sure he gets that Aegis for himself.
At the end of the day, I think you just can sacrifice.
You just let the Pango
Let
go.
the Pango die, and I don't think you're too
don't
sad
fight
here
this.
on the side of Aster. Because Monet's about to have BKB too. No way. I mean,
Back
if I see Aster run into this fight,
There's
I
no
am
way.
going to
They're
be
not
so
fighting
confused.
this.
Yeah.
They are.
I
They're
really
getting
hope they
straight
just
away from this. Sure, Arteezy's used the BKB, but he has the Aegis, so
And yeah,
you know what?
There's no serpent wards in everything, so they might feel like they want to, but I don't think that.
I think the Pango's just quite an important part of this. And some of the combo theme for 86.
Chill out, back up, wait till Pango respawns, get the BKB on Gyro, then you can look. But even if you're playing into Aegis, still very strong.
I mean, maybe they can sort of wait on the high ground, see if EG try and
Sure.
do more themselves.
Sure.
If they start to sort of barrel up to the high ground, maybe Aster can stick around and see if they can take a fight from a advantageous position. Is there a buyback available on XXS?
I don't think he should though.
You don't think he should buy back and fight on the high ground?
Because he's got both. I think
TP's on cooldown.
I think best
Yeah,
thing is
never mind,
just you
TP's on
reset,
cooldown.
wait for
Yes.
Pango, respawn, and then he's gonna have his ulti before Tidehunter's gonna have his, obviously. So then you can, I think then you can to get something out of the map, even though you're in. Midas done also, I think. Yeah, Midas was just finished. Yeah, look at the lines drawn. See what Isis just did? All 3 lanes, he draws a line to push him out because he knows we don't want to fight in these next moments.
No,
Just
don't run up there.
everything is down. Every single spell is on cooldown. Pick off, and then we just make sure our lanes are... Aster can't fight while Ravage is on.
On EG's side of things. We'll see if Aster can this Aegis. I need to sort of be able to find these objectives that begins to step the game in the same way that Game 1 did, where we're able to make those moves. Quite have the, without a doubt, you definitely expect a closer game of Dota in this game as opposed to game. Much better hold of this one.
Just have to watch out for positioning on supports, positioning on Pango versus... The AoE silence is now going to be 2 different ways, EG, to start fights with Ravage and with like this. So Aster, the fights aren't going to be easy. As long as they can keep Monet alive and buffed up and keep them... Monet is going to do...
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's not going to be a lot that stop him. I mean,
Yeah.
Link being the biggest thing.
Almost 4 steps done on Lanem.
Yeah,
so he's
they've
already...
got ways to break.
Nice, I didn't actually notice that either. 86 also found a Fey Grenade. Another really strong item on Invoker, because...
The Colts.
that also just keep this over
The kill's taken, and
Radiant
got from
are
both sides
scanning.
here.
Borax is still waiting for an opportunity. He's playing around his ward. Radiant scan is set up, and... To that the Aghanims of the Void Spirit, Borax, he's just gonna go straight BKB. Which I actually... That's gonna make him... He's gonna be really annoying in the fights. Like a blink BKB bite onto the Razor,
yeah.
like he can actually cause a lot of damage.
Yeah, nothing to stop it.
Yeah. I actually really like greedy route rather than going for 40 kind of 4 stabs for the team. He needs to have his own. And he's farming. You know, he's still hooking these big creeps in.
What can EG do with this Aegis? You know, what at the minimum do you think they're expecting
Radiant's
to
top tower
achieve?
is under attack.
Is it Aegis not easy?
He just farm and stall. Like I says here, he wants to just stall this tower. Farm. Go down.
I'll be dirty, yeah, with the dismember to the Sunstrike. Nicely done.
Radiant
Yeah,
structures
really
are
underrate
fortified.
Aghanim's Crystallis
Dire's
Jaraka.
middle tower
You've got the
is under
you've got the
attack.
magical
Radiant's top
protection.
tower
You've got
is
that hood
under
on the
attack.
Tidehunter, but yeah, he still gets it.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's
Gee,
middle
there.
tower
Most
is
of them
under
looking at
attack.
this bottom lane. Access.
Radiant's top
Try and
tower
hold it a
is
little bit on
under
his own, but with the
attack.
wards down, they'll have to let it go.
Structures are
It's Aster.
fortified.
Pressure on
Dire's
the top
bottom
tier
tower
2.
is under attack.
On him, place tower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Team
Dire's
farmer
middle
as well,
tower
getting
is
a
under
quick stack
attack.
here. The Ancients, Monet, cleaning them up. This damage with
2500.
Daedalus. That one.
500 above RT's.
I mean, him and Borax walk in, BKB's popped, and Borax, and there's not going to be a lot that EG can do to save whoever's. They're going to die
There.
every single time, unless they can somehow focus the physical damage onto this post to kill him. This ult will just hold any of them down long enough. Killed off by the rest of Aster.
Yeah, it looks like I thought they might be looked to take a fight because that Ravage was down, but it seems like they got what they wanted. They got the top tower, they got the stack as you mentioned before, they got a deep ward down to watch that Ancient too, and yeah, now it's just Borax. They're giving him the farm. Look, they gave him bottom. Monet was actually going to Gyro, and Borax, they gave it to him. So really prioritizing BKB, because yeah, if he blink, BKB bites, like even Void Spirit,
Yeah,
and then it was a
they'll
stick
kill
on
him.
they can kill him. So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where's my pension?
I like that they are giving him.
Daedalus very close to Monet. Damage is 25 minutes into the game.
Back up, Ice going pressure. There. The other side crit is doing kind of the same thing as Borax, as a Shadow Shaman. He's going BKB, shackling. Nice.
For a bit of a setup.
Mana.
Almost they want to go in on him here. Quick heal of the mana boost from Fly, but Rolling Thunder comes in from XXS. Ice. He's been watched by the rest of his team. Is there anything EG can do to keep him safe? The blast comes in. Another Frostbite there with the Rolling Thunder. Ice is gone. EG, they just can't really get a team fight together around him. Arbett's going to try and jump over towards Lanham, but Lanham, he won't quite die. He's off the side. A hook attempt to save XXS from the link, and it'll be enough. Arteezy doesn't want to chase up anymore. So EG, even with the full 5, the Aegis on Arteezy, not able to find a good fight there. Sunstroke's attempt on crit won't catch him. The Borax will find him. Hook straight in, catches crit. This game too, it really looks like sort of the opposite. We're getting this point where it seems like EG's a bit all over the place.
Yep.
Not really able to get whatever they wanted to do done there. Ice was on the front. He's the one that gets gone on, but they don't see any sort of opportunity to turn and fight around their tide. Aster able to control and kill him before any move by EG is really made.
Aster's playing really good around each other, and honestly, Borax is having a hell of a game. 6-2 and 6 on the pod. She's about to have BKB done. We've got Aghanims on the menu, on the horizon very soon here, actually, for the Invoker. Three components, so now even more so. A BKB bite and a Cataclysm. Anybody's gonna die.
6, but it's been incredibly quick with these tornadoes. Every time that EG's trying to make a jump anywhere close to him, 2-3 heroes getting sent up into the air, and 86 is able to sneak away.
I think Ice has to be a little bit more careful about how he just shows his face. Usually as a tide runner, you're just like, he walks in, right? I think now he has to play a little bit more back.
Especially because he's playing with the blink run.
Yes, and also 86, as you mentioned, he's just had his number the entire game so far. He's always getting the catches onto him, and this time he will find Borax. I'm tired of this shit.
The Aegis timing out though as well here for Arteezy, so have to play around with. BKB AC for the Satanic, so tank up as much as he can just in case he does get caught by this
Radiant's
combo.
top tower is under
Maybe
attack.
400 gold away on Borax. Monet, Daedalus done, ready to start building up a lifesteal with the Satanic himself. At the end of the day, right, this Gyro, he's gonna scale a whole lot harder than anything that EG really have.
He sure, and he has the alacrity too, so he's gonna have that extra little buff up. Very strong. He's doing really well with it. Even though he's like 3,000 behind the Gyro, he's...
See how much
ready.
REG though, you know, if you're EG right now, are you waiting on another item? Are you trying to take fights? What's the call here for EG?
You just have to get a situation where you actually are able to get Ice with a Ravage. Right now, I think Ice he wants to finish Refresher.
Have we seen a Ravage yet?
Yeah.
Just the one.
Yeah, just the one in the mid.
Just the one.
Actually, no, 2. We saw the one mid and we saw the one around Roche pit. But,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you guys didn't see it on
we
the
were
screen.
watching the other side of the fight, yeah, but you're right. And he's close to having the refresh.
Yep.
So, many more Ravages to come, for sure, here from ISO side. Maybe not as many as he would have hoped for so far this game. He's doing a great job of making sure that ISO side is never really in.
Radiant's middle tower is under
To start the
attack.
fight off successfully.
And they've switched it now. 86, he's being a bit safer. Rather than going for the Agnums, he's actually gone for BKB too. So just all going to counter versus that. The silence from the Void Spirit and the Ravage. And that's how EG has to start most fights. They kind of have to like double initiate on both the Void Spirit and the Tide.
Yeah, it's got to be some big Ravages.
It's got to be huge.
I mean, yeah, and he could get them. Pressure's on for him though. We want to see some big blink Ravages from ISO.
Radiant's top
You have the
tower is
refresher
under
coming
attack.
now. Not quite, but they're looking to battle.
Hard to catch Aster with the KB reactions, but
They're all ready, too.
maybe he's able to catch them off guard.
Aster has more of a timing here than EG.
Head. Dead it in, ISO does it in! Oh, it's a 5-man Ravage! ISO, that's what you want to see from the man! Gets in, separates the fight completely as the punch goes down. Artie's never make it any like straight towards Monet with the link building up. The gyro goes down. That is what he buys back. I don't know if there's going to be much that Aster can do about this. As ISO, that's what you want to see from the man there. It's been a bit of a slow game for him, but getting in with a 5-man Ravage, exactly what EG need to open the game up for them.
And he's got Refresher and he's hiding it. He hasn't shown himself just yet. He's hiding in the tree line. So this is going to catch him off guard completely. Here we go.
Jumps forward. He's going to get the 2 of them, but that's enough. Invoker and the Lich out of it. 86 and Lanham taken down neither with buyback. He was just saving the good ones till the end here, ISO.
And I completely take back about, I guess, Aster having the better timing there than EG, but Aster just, they didn't get the BKBs off. They just got hit by the Ravage, and Borax, him jumping in, actually gave the initiation for EG. Now they just get a Rax off. Huge plays. Nice. Coming in clutch.
Absolutely. Played it patient, played it slow. Didn't want to blow too many Ravages early. He only goes for the big ones, and that'll certainly do it. Getting the racks in the mid, off the back there of ISO.
Wow.
Sing your praises.
Gonna shaken up Aster a little bit. Down 5k. Or prepare for those moves from Ice. See here again, that second one.
More careful with the way they look to start a fight too, right? Borax, if he's gonna go to blink in like that, he has to get the bite off. He can't just blink in, set his team up just to get 5-man round. And now Roche back up. It's in there. G. Full items finished up. Artesia is now finally past it.
Agents of the void.
And the Pitman already find out the outside of it. ISO size. Caught by Borax. Down as well. They're trying to get him out of here with Glimmer, and might just do it here. He's out to the side. Shaq for the low ground. Crit gets the grab onto Borax. Jump up to the high ground from Arbed. Borax is gone.
And now, yes, he can't contest the Roche without the punch. And that is a devastating one. Shard. And now the refresher, the refresher, is going to be back up. So Ravage plus next fight's going to look even harder now for Aster.
Is under attack.
Deep. Jump him onto Lanham. He's able to get out of this. He's going to try and turn and grab Artesia, but jumps in again with another Astral Step. Game Frost is out. There won't be any bounces to be made here. Lanham goes down for 40. EG, they've got the push coming in on the mid and the top. They can look to swing over and take another tier 2 tower.
Whole game just completely flipped over just after that. Like Abed's now like level 21. He's got Octarine. Can't catch him through the Astral Steps. Everyone's got every item they need. He's got a shard, almost a BKB coming. Artesia's unkillable now. Like this gyro captor now just can't fight him at all. 30 armor plus a satanic. Even if he is alacrity, just how quick things.
In the high ground defense, they have a pudge.
Yeah, if you want to look at this like graph, if we did have that one up for a second, win probability was literally 93%.
That's 7%. It's a good hook from Borak. Borak gets some nice hooks here from the high ground.
Praises.
Can still turn things back around, but it's going to be hard. 10k up for EG and just full momentum now.
Double Ravage, always something just way harder to fight into, as we have seen, you know, XXS, he decided to play more of a selfish kind of build, going for his damage and all that. No matter what, he can never match the team fight that a Tidehunter is going to...
So then it's not easy to do either. Trying to get against these BKBs, but at last moment he's certainly made it work. Got to be very responsive with the BKBs. They've got to be prepared for those jumps. Can't get sort of tunnel visioned and baited in by the moves of one of them. And Borak crits us in. Got that in there from a mile off here, grabbing him. No, we'll put a stop to it. Borak is able to live. He's going to try and reset himself, get the angle for maybe a hook. Not to find anything. Rolling Thunder off the side, bouncing around off the crit. The crit will go down. Ice, he's in with a ravage. He's got the first jump on the Monet, but the second ravage comes out, but the BKB was off in time from Monet. Ahmed trying to kill Borax underneath the tier 4s. It's not enough damage. Borax will live. ZG, they'll back out. With double ravages being used there this time round, Aster, for the most part, able to keep themselves safe. Part's not over yet though, Gush. In the remnant pool, 86 having to use his own BKB. Keep himself alive. A very sort of heavy jump there from EG. Gets them the Pango kill, gets them the tower. But Aster definitely able to limit the damage.
Yeah, limit the damage, but still having it trapped in their base for the moment, as EG just gets so much more farm from it.
Sure, this has got to be the time to go out. You know there's no double round.
You have to do something big.
This would be a time.
The thing is, you don't have your Pango.
You've got Satanic done on Monet. Monet's pretty huge. But is it enough? Is sort of him on his own enough damage? And do they have that control to kill any of EG?
And can you even get out, right? Like, you've got your bottom lane is pushing out a little bit, but mid's pushed into your side. Arteezy immediately went top and started forcing it, so it's... What opportunity do you have to really catch anything? It's like Borax has to blink bite somebody, and Monet has to just be there already. EG's just already full split out. 5 heroes in 7 places, everyone doing their own... Farming Ancients, Tide's farming bottom, Undying's farming camps. Everyone's just doing... So Aster, they can't get anything big, and I think this is the right choice, Monet. Game is pretty much impossible for you guys. Rape your Cuda.
Practice makes perfect.
As I said, these are the recipes you need for a turnaround, though. Gyro Rapier from the high ground, Pudge at your side, getting the hooks in.
Yep.
But as we're seeing, the big concern is if they get jumped by Ice. As you know, as we saw there, Ice, he's more than ready to blink past the barracks and look for these ravages. So it's not easy. It's very spooky holding the high ground against the jumps that, you know, someone as fearless as Ice will be ready to make.
And he's got a Hex now in a sec. He's gonna even further disable, and he's gonna have the mana guaranteed for the double ravages without having to Soul Ring or Ravage, refresh, Ravage. Fly also gem, so Warriors will be fully taken out off the map. They have one left up here on the high ground, which probably want to defend. Fly, he knows it's there. Drops the gem. Aster now blind on the map. One ward they've placed in their jungle. Still pretty blind though now. 25 and a Scotty. So. Another hard counter to these ranged carries.
Inside the base here, really try to do that. Shower farm where he can, but that's the base defense here. Aster keeping 4 of their members
Radiant's top tower
high ground.
is under attack.
EG start to show on the bottom.
Can't keep their lanes out. Like Monet, he pushed in top, but mid's now forced in. Bottom's fully, and they're smoked on the side of EG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just so
Crit
scary.
18.
If Ice gets in with a good double Hex, double Ravage. And there it is! Oh, and a quick Lotus! Wow. Instant Lotus there before the Hex comes out. Is it going to be enough to save Monet? Refreshing the second Hex from it, but it's not enough. Monet will be able to live, and now they look to turn. The fight on the right side. The ball going to come crashing through as well. Arteezy with the BKB. Arteezy pops the second round. BKB still there for Monet. Arteezy, he has the physical though. The link throws up. They take down Monet. Buybacks are coming out from Aster. XXS trying to roll over, but it's a lot of damage here built up on the Razor. Next step near Arteezy, he will tear them apart as Arteezy takes down another, brings down 86, jump forward from Ahmed, he's looking for control onto Monet. Arteezy, he's just beating them down 1 one by one. It's left to Monet and 86 to try and hold, but Monet will fall. And 586 has nothing else to defend with. GG's called. EG, they'll take the second game, the series, it's theirs, 2-0.
Just some big ravages. That, I mean, the mid was everything, right? Just the double ravage, or sorry, the single ravage catch with the 5 heroes. That was it.